Good evening, Guam. I'm Jess Lujan. Welcome to this edition of The Buzz. My in-studio guest this evening is none other than, you're not foreign to this, this show, actually. Frank Roberto, the director of AHRD. And Frank, the reason why I asked you to come in today because of the governor's State of the Island address last night, and talking basically about the disemployed, unemployed, and the potential people to be re-employed, retrained. And right off the bat, he had talked about AHRD and the services you offer down there. And again, I had you on my show last week, talking about the enormous jobs that are available for people of Guam. Please.
Yes, and you know, just really with what again in line with what the governor's initiatives are and what he talked about last night at the address, with his address, you know, really with AHRD, folks, we're all about education, training, placing people into jobs, and really dealing with it with you know, we have sectors like in-school youth, out-of-school youth, and really just to start this and to segue into this, I like to read what the governor had shared last night, Jess, and it just really, I even outlined it, where it says that 6,226 young Guamanians walked out of public school without a diploma over the past 5 years. And you know, that's 42% of the 14,000 who entered the 9th grade between 2002 and 2006, and hardly any hope for getting a meaningful job that will pay for the bills.
I mean, that kind of tells me that the 6,000 are either someone had absorbed them to work, or that maybe they might be in public assistance.
Yes, and then you're absolutely right. And you know, I mean, I know I don't really want to say our age on the air, but these are the people that are supposed to be out there today, coming up from the rear, you know, now going into taking the, you know, over vacant positions and all of that. But you know, with that statistic, it really has, I mean, the speech really inspired me, and that's why, Jess, you know, one of the things that we're really working on right now, or we've embarked on, is the hire local. You know, we're partnering up with the mayor's movement. We're not going to be down at GCIC and wait for the people to come in. We're going to go out.
Now, let me ask you this. As you stated, the statistic that the governor had read out last night, 6,226.
That's right.
That between 2002 and 2006 that did not complete their high school, therefore did not get or attain a high school diploma. Okay. So let me ask you this: and we're talking only up to 2006. We're at 2012 now. Okay. Now that's another.
That's another.
We'll
leave there for the next address.
But let me ask you this: for the people who are having a hard time being employed, and should a high school diploma be required, is AHRD the appropriate place to help someone attain a high school diploma to help them attain that job? Should a high school diploma be required?
Yes, and actually we have one of our service providers is Mujal. You know, Jess, we have a worker, one of our senior citizen with our CSEP program downstairs, who just received her GED, her diploma, her high school diploma. She is, you know, she's a mother. She's 50-some years old, and she is the happiest camper today. But yes, we have partnership with this Mujal. We've actually increased funding for them just this year, the start of this year, because you know, people are waiting to get onto the program.
Now, let's get this straight. Again, the funding that you get are all funding from the federal government,
yes, right? That's right.
Okay,
that's
so
right.
Zero local funding then, okay?
No, zero.
Okay.
No impact to the local funding.
Okay, now let me ask you this as well. The situation here is this. I mean, I know in the weekly address where Speaker Wampat had said, you know, we're going to ask the governor to take precaution, to slow down in signing these certifications for H2 workers. I know the governor personally, and myself, when I was in the legislature, I had oversight of labor, and we wanted definitely to put a halt to stop outside employment. But as you said, when you appeared on my show last week, on the radio show, you said, you know, we're encouraging people to come in. we want people to work. We don't want
right.
them just to show up and then the first day realize what kind of work it is, and then, oh, I got a toothache for the next 3 weeks.
That's right. That's right.
What can we do to entice these people? Because some of them need to realize they're going to have to sweat.
That's
they
right.
may have to put on some sunscreen. Fingernails may have to get dirty and all that. How do we entice folks who may, well, you know, I'm collecting public assistance at this point, and I'm getting more, and why should I get less when I'm comfortable with this?
Yeah, well, again, it was clearly stated in the governor's address last night, Jess, that, you know what, I mean, the person has to want to come in and make things first happen for themselves, and then start thinking of the children. And you know, I know the governor's embarked on imagine. Imagine if I was at home and I have 6 of my children just running around and I don't have a job. Imagine if I make the decision today, you know what? Today is the day that I make my decision. You know what? I'm going to go and get my diploma. Today I'm going to apply for a position. And you know what? They're talking about affordable housing, and we had this discussion again last night that if they were making, you know, $7 or $10 an hour, it was a percentage that would then put them in affordable housing. And really, and just imagine if one of these people make that decision, the effect that it'll have on the kids. Just, you know what? My dad has gone out and found a job. My mom has gone out and got her diploma. You know what? I will follow in that footstep. And these things are really what we're at. And that's how we tackle poverty, because they spoke about education. This is really, you know, I'm getting goosebumps up here, man.
Well, I tell you, we're going to relieve your goosebumps. We're going to take a break right now.
Okay.
We'll come back, because imagine if we didn't have advertisers, huh?
That's right.
We'll be right back.
Okay, thank you.